Hey, ladies and gents, we are back with the Ju-288C. This is a friend of mine, Iron Jaeger. He is flying the new Tier 8 German bomber. Eight 250 kilogram bombs. It has, I do believe, if I remember correctly, two 13 millimeters in a nose. Two 13 millimeters in the front for machine guns, two 13 millimeters there in the lower, and one in the rear, which is also a 13 millimeter. Historically, it was supposed to be a 15 millimeter or a 20 millimeter for the rear gun, and they were all supposed to be remotely operated. So what was this plane? Well, this was Bomber Project B, or Bomber B, I guess they would call it. Before World War II started, they wanted to. The Germans wanted a bomber that would be bigger, badder than what they had with the Ju-88. This bomber project was to replace all bombers in its inventory with these twin-engine Schnell bombers, fast bombers. So what they ended up with this was there was a couple different projects for this specific Bomber B project. This Ju-288C was 288 was the aircraft that won it. However, unfortunately, it relied on some engines that were in development, the Junkers Jumo engines, that never ended up being anything. They failed miserably, no matter how many times they were reworked, which ended up the Ju-288 ended up with some BMW engines that were not as powerful as they hoped. Therefore, the plane just kind of, being that the engines failed, the bomber pretty much failed. They also had some problems with the undercarriage, the landing gear specifically. This plane would land with its weird landing gear, and it would collapse. Therefore, the airplane would belly flop onto the ground. 22 of these were built, and that was essentially the history of this plane. Never reached development. Never really used in combat. The only time it was used in combat was at the end of World War II as a reconnaissance bomber. So, quick history of it. Give you some of the idea, which is, like I said, 8 250 kilogram bombs and some pretty decent defensive fire. So, Iron Jaeger's back over here. They've picked up the first objective really quick here. He's lined up on his next set. And sorry about this bomb review. I cannot get the bomb sight view to fix or to work on these replays for some reason. I don't know if it's me or the replay or what, but yeah. So he's picked up the airbase here. He's dropped 4 of his 250 kilogram bombs. Let's see what he picks up for damage here. He's flying at 4,000 meters, which is pretty impressive that he's able to. There he's picked up a little bit of damage. Picked up another ground target. I don't think he's going to have enough to actually turn it. Maybe if he gets this flipped around here and he gets some lucky RNG, he might be able to nail some of them bigger high-end targets. I'm not sure exactly how much he's got here. Picks up one of the air defense. Doesn't decide to drop on it. Yeah, he's looking for that light target there. There we go. Got some buildings. Drops his next 250 kilogram bombs. Looks for his next one. Slides over. Probably a little too fast. Wasn't going to get a nice clean hit on those. So he passes it up to keep on rolling. 428 kilometers. I liked when he first took off. He was able to put this into a climb, and he was actually gaining speed with his boost. So this must have the correct historical engines, the Jumos, instead of the BMWs. There we go. So he's already up. He's got his first targets coming out, or I should say his first enemy target here, which looks to be a pancake, has decided to come up here and play. And his rear gunners are going to start opening up here. Look at that range on them. These are about 700 meters, 800 meters, 900 meters. Still nailing him. Almost 1,000 meters from the defensive gun. Nice. Very nice. However, if I was the guy in the pancake, I'd be like, God damn it. He actually said that in his email. He's like, I don't know if this will meet your standards or not. I'm like, it's a bomber flight, right? I actually have one coming up here with the iconic planes. I guess bombers are right. Other than the fact I still got this bugged bomber sight that I can't seem to get to work. I can only get it to work on my replays, but I can't get it to work on other replays for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Once again, it's a wargaming product. we can only hope. We're just glad we can actually watch a video. Maybe that's all I should say about it. So he's picked up his center target here. He's reloaded, and he's looking for some targets in the clouds. Finds something, drops one bomb on it. I'm assuming one bomb is probably enough for a AA mount. Drops 2 there. He's got one more AA as he leaves. Drops 2 bombs, 3 bombs on that one. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Unfortunately, he's not able to pick up the center objective before they turns. So now he's going to be flying off here to the south. Drops his next 2 bombs. I'm sorry. Drops his 2 bombs to get rid of them. So he's going to be reloaded by the time he gets ready for the next objective here. I like they fixed that the bombs no longer shoot out of the front of the plane, but the actual bomb bays do open and the bombs drop out correctly. So they got the 3x2 they got the 3 times multiplier. They are up compared to the 2. They are up 58, 55 right now. He's hanging out over here over his blue sector. Not only is for the defensive part of it, but also he's not getting the shit shot out of him while he wait for his bomb to reload. Otherwise, he's going to hang out over the red. He's going to take a lot of damage from the AA. He's lining up here. He's looking for the correct line where he can get as many targets bombed as possible. His bombs are going to be reloading very shortly here. He's looking, he's waiting. There they are. Picks up his first target right as he gets over it. Picks up another one. There's 2. There's 4 sets of bombs. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? And he's got enough for the last set. And let's see what he does for actual damage with those 8 250 kilogram bombs here. He's picked up a couple more drone targets here. See if he starts turning this back. Picks up the grade 5 fighter at 5,000. Picks up effective fire and a few more ground targets destroyed. Nice. Unfortunately, he did not have enough to flip the objective here. However, he does have a couple blue players, or blue bots, I guess, what you want to call it, that are currently fighting over the objective. Yeah. By the time I was done babbling, they've lost another objective here. So now that the multiplier is the opposite direction, 2 to 3, but they still have a slight lead at 50 to 47. So he's headed back to center here. He's going to have his bombs up here shortly to see if he can take the a center objective here. So if I zoom in, even though that's not going to work, ooh, there we go. So there's actually 2, 4, 6, 13 millimeters, and 1 in the rear. So picked up a few more targets here. He's dropping. Yeah, he's all out of bombs. Hopefully that's enough to turn this objective back a little bit. He does have some blue help in planes. The BF-109Z, which is fighting an F-7F. That's got to be like watching 2 elephants. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about here. So he picks up 8,000 on the personal points here. He's already up to 8,000 on that way. It looks like to be a 3-on-3 human-on-human fights. No, I'm sorry, 2-on-2 human fight. So he's dropped there. He's waiting for his bombs to build up here. He's going to come back around and take another swing at that center objective here. It's 2-3, and they've lost. Yeah, they're down 35-43. However, with this new set of bombs here, and as low as that center objective is, he should be able to pick up, hopefully, the center objective here. Yeah, well, they just kind of turned it back here. Stop dying, blue planes! I just imagine Irons that's just stop dying so I can do this. So he's getting ready to drop bombs. He's going to need at least 2 ground targets here, depending on their size, to flip this objective back. He's dropped his whole set of 8. Let's see what kind of damage he's going to get done here. Ooh, looking nice. He's put him up to 9,500 for his personal points. There he goes. Nails it. Puts him up to 10,000 for the personal points. And ground targets are excellent. Support the attack. Well, they're picked up the multiplier 3-2. They're down 29-35. Yeah. So he's waiting for his next set of bombs. You know, and that's kind of thing with the bombers. You know, it's not quite as much action. It's far more strategic, making sure you're in the right spot in the right position to do the damage here. He's got an inbound. Oh, there's the XF5U again. Looks like he's not even going to bother. He's on 4,000 meters. It's just too much work. So he's going to be loaded here just as he gets on target here. So minimizes his amount of time he's over target. Oh, there he goes. Starts laying out the bombs. He's got them lined up nicely, so he's going to be able to drop. Should be able to drop all 8. Ooh, there he goes. Drops another set. He's going to need quite a few ground targets here. I don't think he's got enough in his bomb load to do that. Picks up grade 3 bomber. Picks up the Thunder medal. Picks up the Doolittle medal. And they gave him the Conqueror too. Puts him up to 13K for the personal points. And they are now 25-26. However, they're down 1 multiplier, 2 to 3. He's going to have to sit here and reload. Now that plane down there just needs to kill one plane to flip the objective here. However, nope, the blue planes start to die again. Right as when you don't need them to die. But they did. Yep, they've knocked them all out here. They've flipped it back to about a third. Yeah, he's going to have a little bit of a hard time here. Now, I thought he was heading here, but then I was like, yeah, I wonder if he's just making a swing over here and hopefully going back to that objective and see what he does here. Bombs reloaded here. It's 16-24 right now. The enemy team still has the multiplier advantage. However, they have a bomber force that's just starting to reach. Yeah, well, thanks again for that bugged replay. Wargaming. So he's lined her back up here. He's got his targets picked. Let's see here. There's no more blue guys to die, so he should be able to hopefully flip this objective here with this bomb load here. It's dropped 4. 2 more. Come on, 59 seconds left. It's 16-20. It's a tight, super tight game. Let's see if they picked it up here. Just picked him up 13,000 for the object for the there we go. They picked up the 3rd objective. Picks up the Winged Legend. Blade of Vengeance and the grade 2 bomber. 39 seconds left. Flying Exterminator badge. 16,000 to 16 to 17. But they already have the multiplier here. I do believe one of those targets down there is burning. So let's see. Ooh, never mind. Hero of the Sky badge. Picks up the grade 1 bomber. They flipped the objective. And now they are 14-8 with 20 seconds left here. I don't think he's going to have enough time to pull. No, he's too far away to pull off another bombing run. However, it's kind of neat to see this. Like I said, bombing at 4,000 meters is not a whole lot here to pick on him. And he's pulled off some nice bombing runs here to pull off the win. There you go, 12-8. Nice game, Iron. It's always nice to see some new planes in game. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.